dressing gown, who could not really rise to his feet, but only lifted his arm in greeting. And only rare occasions did he go out with his family. On 1 or 2 Sundays a year, on the high holidays, walk between Gregor and his mother, who were slow walkers, anyhow, even more slower than they did, muffled in his old great coat, shuffling lavishly forward with the help of his crooked handle stick, which he set down most cautiously at every step. Whenever he wanted to say anything, nearly always came to a fully stop and gathered his escort around him.
Stop, please! I beg you, stop!
The serious injury done to Gregor, which disabled him for more than a month, seems to have made his father even forget that Gregor was a part of the family. Despite his present, unfortunate, repulsive shape, and although his injury had bad impaired his power of movement, towards evening, the living room door was always thrown open, so that the lying in the darkness of his room, invisible to his family, he could see them all, the lamp-lit table, and listen to their talk.
Shut the door now, Gretel.
Gregor hard.
Why are you doing her job? Greta, you will no longer be allowed to clean Gregor's room.
Ew.
Look at the old...
That he ran at her as he was going to attack her, although slowly but feebly enough.
So you're not coming any closer?
The lodgers often ate their supper at home in the common living room. The living room door stayed shut most of the evening. Yet, Gregor recoiled himself quite easily to shutting of the door. For often enough, on evenings when it was open, he had disregarded it entirely and lain in the darkest corner in his room, quite unnoticed by the family. But on one occasion, the charwoman left the door open a little, and it stayed ajar, even when the lodgers came in for supper, and the lamp was lit. The top end of the table, where firmly Gregor and his father and mother had eaten their meals, unfolded their napkins, took knife and fork in hand.
How these lodgers are here stuffing themselves while I'm here dying of starvation.
On that very evening, the sound of violin playing came from the kitchen.
Voltearon despistada.
The lodgers had already finished their supper, and they were leaning back in their reading and smoking. When the violin began to play, they pricked their ears up, got to their feet, and went to tiptoe to the hall, where they stood and huddled together.
Is the violin playing disturbing you, gentlemen?
On the contrary,
It can be stopped at once.
on the contrary, could not Fräulein Samsa come and play in this room besides us, where it is much more convenient and comfortable?
Oh, certainly.
My sister deserves an appreciative audience. I would try to lure her into my room where she could play for someone who appreciates her talent.
Miss System! What on God earth is that?
Oh, it's nothing.
I beg to announce that because of the disgusting conditions prevailing in this household family, I give you notice on the spot. Naturally, I won't pay you a penny for the days I lived here. On the contrary, it is against you, based on claims that will be easily susceptible to prove.
And I do give notice on the spot. As do I.
Gerber's father, groping with hands, staggered forward and fell into his chair. It looked as if he was stretching himself. Therefore, he was unnearly sleeping or taking a nap. But the mark of jerking his hands showed that he was far from asleep. Gerger had simply stayed quiet at all time on the spot where the laundries had seen him. Disappointed of the failure of his plan. Perhaps all the weakness arising in the extreme tone.
I won't utter my brother's name in the presence of this creature. And so, all I say is, we must try to get rid of it. We've tried to look after and put up with it as far as humanly possible, and I don't think anyone could reproach us in the slightest.
She is more than right.
We must try to get rid of this. It will be the death of both of you. I can